Are you thinking of becoming a cloud computing engineer in 2025, but you're unsure where to begin? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to get started. We'll cover the most in-demand cloud platforms, how to build real projects and which projects to even focus on to get the right practice in, how to get your first clients or job, and how to grow as a freelancer or even start your own agency. So why listen to me in the first place? Why should you trust anything I say about this? Well, I've helped over 700 agencies and freelancers, most of them tech agencies, get started, and I've been in the industry for 15 years myself. By the way, the best tip you can get on becoming a cloud engineer right now is to hit that like button in the video, which helps out the video a lot, and it's free. So for 2025, the top cloud platforms that are recommended are Amazon AWS, of course. It's dominating the market with a vast array of services. AWS offers everything from basic computing power to advanced AI services. If you want versatility and a large community for support, AWS is a great choice. So these platforms have pros and cons, all of them. Let's just cover all of them. So for AWS, the pros are largest market share, extensive range of services, and a strong community with lots of support and widely recognized certifications. Like a lot of bigger companies will know what that certification is. The disadvantage, of course, is it's very, very overwhelming because it's huge and pricing can be very complex. It's ideal for those who want versatility and are aiming to serve a wide range of clients. Personally, for the software that I've built, we use AWS. So then there's Microsoft Azure. Azure is gaining significant traction, especially among enterprise clients. If you're interested in working with big companies or in industries that heavily use Microsoft projects, Azure is a solid option. The advantages are it's obviously excellent for enterprise solutions and it integrates seamlessly with Microsoft products and it's strong in hybrid cloud scenarios. And the cons are it's slightly behind AWS in market share. Learning and resources are growing, but not vast like for AWS. And it's ideal for those interested in enterprise environments and industries that rely on Microsoft technologies. The third platform is Google Cloud Platform, known for its cutting-edge AI and machine learning services. GCP is fantastic if you're leaning towards integrating AI into your cloud solutions. The pros are its superior in data analytics and machine learning services, user-friendly interface, and the pricing is very competitive. The cons are it's a smaller platform in terms of how many people actually use it compared to AWS or even Azure, and fewer job opportunities are available and clients in general for this platform compared to the other two. However, it's ideal for those passionate about AI and big data projects. So once you've chosen your cloud platform that you want to focus on initially, it's time to master the essential cloud skills that will make you sought after in terms of your service or in terms of your career. The cloud isn't just about servers floating in cyberspace. It's a whole ecosystem of technologies you need to understand. So let's break down what you need to learn to become proficient. So the first thing you need to learn is to start with core cloud concepts. This includes virtualization, learning how virtual machines work and how resources are allocated in the cloud. Understanding this is crucial because it's the foundation of cloud services. Then you need to learn networking. So you need to get a grip on virtual networks, subnets, routing tables, and how data moves within and between cloud environments. So you need to learn about VPCs and how to secure them, so virtual private clouds. Then you need to learn about storage solutions. You need to familiarize yourself with different types of storage, object storage, block storage, and file storage, and know when to use each. For example, AWS S3 is object storage, and that's ideal for storing and retrieving any amount of data from anywhere. Next up is you need to get into platform-specific skills. Depending on the cloud provider you choose, there are specific services and tools you'll need to become familiar with. For AWS, that's EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, S3, Simple Storage Service, Lambda, which is basically to get you into serverless computing by running code without provisioning servers, RDS and Identity Access Management, and finally, CloudFormation. So this is all for AWS. For Azure, we're looking at virtual machines, Azure Functions, Azure DevOps, Azure Active Directory, Azure Service Manager. There's a lot of Azure in these names, I know. For Google Cloud Platform, you need to learn how to manage virtual machines on Google's infrastructure. You need to learn how to store data with high durability and availability using cloud storage. Then you need to learn Cloud Functions, BigQuery, Cloud IAM. Now let's move on to the next part. You need to learn infrastructure as code. Automation is key in cloud computing. You'll want to get comfortable with tools that let you define your infrastructure using code, making deployments repeatable and manageable. So you have tools like Terraform, a cloud agnostic tool that lets you build and change infrastructure efficiency. Is great because you can use the same configuration files across different cloud providers. Then you have CloudFormation, AWS, or ARM templates for Azure, basically provider-specific AIC tools that help you model and provision all your cloud resources. By mastering this, you'll reduce errors and save a lot of time, which is huge when managing complex environments. Then you need to get familiar with containers and orchestration. And finally, you start embracing DevOps practices. So DevOps is all about bridging the gap between development and operations, and it's essential in the cloud. So that includes stuff like version control with Git. So understanding DevOps practices will allow you to deliver applications faster and with greater reliability. So once you've learned the basics, I suggest the following practice projects. You can come up with other ones. You can even ask AI for help. So a project ideas to get you started include deploy a scalable web application, and what you'll do is host a web application that can scale based on demand. This is basically almost the whole point of cloud in the first place originally. Then you need to learn how to create a serverless API. So what you'll do is develop a backend API without managing any servers. Another project would be set up a CI/CD pipeline. What you'll do is automate your software delivery process from code commit to deployment. Another thing you need to do is implement infrastructure as a code. Another test project is to build a data processing pipeline. What you'll do is create a pipeline that ingests, processes, and stores data. Another thing we need to talk about is certifications. So the thing with certifications is if you don't have them, it looks very suspicious, and any bigger company would be like, why are you talking to us if you're not certified? So what are the different certifications for 2025 for the different platforms? So for Amazon AWS services, we're talking about AWS Certified Solutions Architect, Associate, and Professional. I would get those two initially. Then for Microsoft Azure, you're looking at Microsoft Certified Azure Administrator Associate, that's what they call it. And then Google Cloud Platform, you're looking at Google Cloud Professional Cloud Architect. So after you get certified, update your professional profiles on LinkedIn, Upwork, and so on, because this will make it obvious that you actually have spent a lot of time on mastering becoming a cloud engineer. And you want to just spam it all over the place. When you set proposals in Upwork, you want to mention your certifications with pitching these clients. You want to basically use it to demonstrate value. Hey, is the other guy certified? Are you sure? Well, I am. Here's my link to my certificate. So let's talk about actually taking all this knowledge, and you've done test projects, you've built a little portfolio for yourself, or you've already been doing it for a while. Let's talk about building that into freelancing or building an actual agency. To do that, I suggest using Upwork. A lot of people have something against Upwork. Oh, it's difficult, the clients are not good, and so on. However, if you do it correctly, Upwork is still one of the best, if not the best platform for getting clients as a freelancer and building an agency. So in the next video, I will tell you the correct process to use for this so you can actually do this properly and not just go for cheap clients that will waste your time. So to learn this, click in the description and there's going to be a video on how to get started on Upwork.